Hi guys, this is Dr. Kiro Chandra Panda back again to talk about topics related to otolaryngology and audiology. Today, I will be talking about why there is a notching at 2 kHz bone conduction threshold in otosclerosis, popularly known as Carhart's notch. Before explaining the phenomena, we need to understand what is otosclerosis. As you all know, auto means pertaining to the ear and sclerosis is dense formation of bone. It's a hereditary localized disease of bone which arises from the otic capsule in which the mature lamellar bone is replaced by spongy bone of increased vascularity, cellularity and thickness, giving rise to conductive hearing loss with patent nasopharyngeal cavities. Now in the initial stages, it gives rise to conductive hearing loss when there is fixation of the stapes to the oval window, and in later stages it brings out mixed hearing loss. Now this otic capsule signifies bony labyrinth. Bony labyrinth has got three layers: endosteal, enchondral and periosteal. Endosteal is the innermost layer of the bony labyrinth. It lines the bony labyrinth. Enchondral develops from a cartilage and later ossifies into bone. Now it is in this layer that some islands of cartilage are left unossified and later gives rise to otosclerosis, and this is the main pathophysiology of otosclerosis. Periosteal, it covers the bony labyrinth. Now there is no exact cause of otosclerosis. However, the following facts have been documented in medical science as the etiologies of otosclerosis. Age. It occurs in between the age of 20 to 30 years, but pretty rare below the age of 10 years and above the age of 40 years. Sex. Females are more affected than males, and females are twice as often affected as males. Certain syndromes are associated with otosclerosis like Van der Hoorn syndrome, blue sclera, osteogenesis imperfecta and otosclerosis. It is autosomal dominant type. You would observe 50% of the cases will have positive family history, and the affected members of the same family may have the same blood group. Otosclerosis aggravates during pregnancy, after menopause, after a major surgery or accident. There are three major types of otosclerosis: stapedial otosclerosis, cochlear otosclerosis and histologic otosclerosis. Now I shall explain to you the real phenomena involved in the notching at 2 kHz bone conduction threshold in otosclerosis, popularly known as Carhart's notch. Before going further, we need to understand what is resonance. When an applied frequency or given frequency is close to or equal to the natural frequency of a system, resonance occurs. When there is resonance, there is increase in the amplitude or elevation in the amplitude of a signal, and the system vibrates unforced to the maximum extent it vibrates. The natural frequency of the ossicular chain for air conducted sounds is from 800 to 1200 Hz, and for bone conducted sounds the natural frequency of the ossicular chain of the middle ear system is around 1600 to 1700 Hz. Due to the fixation of the stapes to the oval window, the movements of the ossicular chain gets affected drastically, and that is the reason you get a notch at 2 kHz BC threshold, which is popularly known as Carhart's notch. Since in conventional audiometry we do not test 1600 or 1700 BC thresholds, and 2000 Hz is the closest frequency we test in conventional audiometry, that is the reason you get a notch at 2 kHz. To explain to you further, you will also notice that in initial phases of otosclerosis, there would be low frequency hearing loss, air conduction hearing loss, due to the fact that the natural frequency of the ossicular chain for air conducted sounds is 800 to 1200 Hertz. And I reiterate, for bone conducted sounds, it is 1600 to 1700 Hertz. I think this is clear to you now. Thank you. Guys, I would request you to kindly subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel, that is Dr. Khirodh Chandra Panda, to learn more about topics related to audiology and otolaryngology. Thank you. Good on you.